What's good, YouTube? It's Xavier Stozer here today with another quick little airsoft video. Today I'm going to be doing a full-blown review on this here VFC AR-15P. P obviously means pistol, AR-15, I don't know the exact name of this rifle. They have it like 303 Spartan X series. Basically, it's VFC's concept, if you will, of the brand new Avalon series. This shares almost all the Avalon internals and is basically a glorified Avalon series rifle for less than half the cost. So if you're interested in seeing how this gun performs, how I feel about this rifle, stay tuned. To kick things off, let's start with the unboxing. The gun comes in a rather small box, which is easily the smallest box I've ever had arrive. Honestly, it's even smaller than most SMG boxes. For reference, here is my Daytona AMD 63 placed on top. Upon opening the box, you'll find a hodgepodge of crap you didn't even realize came with the gun. On top of all this is the manual. On the front page of said manual, you'll find 3 different variants of this rifle, which are actually quite comparable to Crytek's CRB lineup. As you can see, all 3 bear a striking resemblance to VFC's new Avalon series rifles, which are arguably some of the best on the market. This is actually because these are the grandfather rifles to the Avalons, OEM'd by VFC themselves. Beyond just the manual, you will also find a classic AR 120 round midcap, a PEC box, a mag pull for your magazine, an angled foregrip, a muzzle brake, a pack of 2,000 .20 gram Spartan brand BBs, and 2 stickers, with one being quite similar to the Magpul one I already have on my gun wall. Lastly, of course, the gun, which is wrapped in a plastic bag for some reason, possibly to avoid scratches. I'm sure that's exactly what it's for. Still, it's kind of a nice touch. The packaging itself is the typical VFC cardboard cutouts. However, there was very little play when I opened the box, and they appear to have kept the gun in one spot throughout the shipping process. After a few minutes with some minor tools, I was able to assemble the gun with all included attachments. I opted not to attach the included angled foregrip because honestly my hands are absolutely fucking massive and I find small AFGs to be painfully uncomfortable. I instead attached a stubby vertical grip that I poached from another gun from my collection. Alright guys, and now to get to the gun with all the attachments on it. All the attachments that came in the box, that's it. Here she is. See, it's got that factory scope on. All joking aside, as I said before, this gun is incredibly small, which is actually the whole reason I wanted it to begin with. For reference, here it is next to a few other replicas from my collection. First off, here it is next to the G&G TR4 Mod 0. Here's the GMP EMG Salient Arms Gray. The ICS PAR Mark III with a 22-inch barrel and a 9-inch barrel extension or suppressor, whatever you guys want to call it. An HK417, an XR5, and my Daytona AMD 63. For shits and giggles, here it is with a 6-24 power by 50mm scope. The body is rather nice and is exactly what you would expect from a VFC/ENL rifle. The only gripe being the massive warning sticker on the side, although I still prefer this to having a warning permanently etched into the body like on the Ares Striker 01. The rail kit appears to be made from a slightly different material as the receiver, as is with most AEGs, and measures a whopping 3.5 inches in length. It's incredibly short, guys. In all honesty, the stock is somewhat of a masterpiece in my opinion. It feels extremely, in fact rather surprisingly, durable. I'm confident you could bang it against a few trees and not really have to worry about it too much. That said, it does have 3 total positions if you include the first fully collapsed resting position. As I'm a pretty big guy, I like to think, 6'2", 265 pounds, unfortunately for me the shortened buffer tube provides a rather inadequate cheek weld when I have the stock fully extended in order to accommodate my long arms. In the second position, the cheek weld is perfect, however in this position my arms are bent too much and I lose a certain level of control / shoulderability, if that's even a word, over the rifle. Moving on, just under the stock, you'll find one sling attachment point. It feels rather solid, and I actually do trust it to support the full weight of the tiny rifle, for those folks like me who are planning on running a 1-point sling. The gun unfortunately does not offer ambidextrous controls, and with the exception of the custom trigger guard, it utilizes a completely classic / old school AR receiver. This doesn't really bother me much as I am a right-hand shooter, but I guess to each their own. Lastly, the sights. These flip-up sights are made of a high-impact polymer and are, in all honesty, eerily reminiscent of the Magpul Embus sights. That said, they do the job almost as well and are honestly more than adequate for this gun. Internally, this gun is an absolute fucking monster. Sharing 90% of its internals with the new VFC Avalon rifles, I was thoroughly impressed with the stock performance on this gun. This gun would greatly benefit from a high-speed or high-torque motor, as the internals are more than adequate to handle a substantial increase in power. Overall, I believe the Spartan CQB AR-15 is quite the gem that somehow managed to fly under most people's radar, unfortunately. Its rather realistic and rugged externals are wonderfully complemented by its superb and Milsim-proven internals. This gun is more than CQB ready and could even hold its own in long-range engagements. When compared with Crytek's Mark II PDW, this is the clear winner. Aesthetically more attractive, externally more durable, and internally almost a match, for the cheaper price tag, I would go with the VFC Spartan CQB AR-15 any day over its aforementioned closest rival. Now, I got lucky and paid only $179 for this glorified pistol, as I got it from the Epic Deals section on eVike. At its original price of $299, it is still a whopping $50 cheaper than the Crytek counterpart. In my opinion, at the price I paid, this gun is all but completely unmatched as far as CQB ARs go. However, if it's not on sale and you just aren't in the market for a $300 pistol, Lancer Tactical just released their AR-15 pistol for $125. After watching Scott over at US Airsoft's review on the Lancer Tactical AR-15 pistol, honestly, the gun seems to be almost a match for the Spartan CQB AR-15, and I look very much so forward to one day getting my hands on it for a serious head-to-head between the two rifles, regardless of the $175 difference in price. So as I said, guys, this gun is honestly absolutely fucking beautiful. I think aesthetically I'm going to go ahead and give it a 8.5. The only reason I took off a half point shy of 9 is because it's still just a standard AR-15. Whatever, if I had to give a normal AR rating, I'd give it a 5 because ARs are just so boring. What makes this particularly unique, in my opinion, is the stock design that VFC has implemented. I absolutely love it. It feels rugged and solid. Like, seriously, I fucking love this thing. It's amazing. And the fact that it includes like all the different attachments, like your pack box, it came with an AFG, although I didn't like it. The mag and the Magpul are both mid caps. That gives it like fucking 10 points as far as overall. I'll get to that in a second. But regardless, what I'm getting at is aesthetically, this gun is absolutely gorgeous. What could have given it maybe like a little extra of an edge, I would say, is a different magazine. Maybe an ergonomic magazine, or possibly a CNC style billet receiver. Because again, this is like a standard old school receiver, and these are a little washed out, in my opinion. They've been used way too many times. Performance wise, I'm going to go ahead and give this gun a fucking 10, because stock performance out of this gun, mind boggling. As you guys will see in a second here, this gun shoots fucking laser beams for having a barrel that's only yay long. And I say yay long because it actually does. You can see in there run all the way to the end, or damn near to the end of your muzzle brake, our flash suppressor. Overall, I'm going to go ahead and give this gun, I'm going to give it a 9.2. 9.2 out of 10. I would love to give it a full 10 out of 10, but I just can't. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because I got this gun on such a killer deal that I want to rate it crazy high. Paying full price, I would probably have given this gun an 8.5, but I'm going to go 9.2 because $169 for a gun of this magnitude is just absolutely phenomenal. The only things that detract from this gun, again, in my opinion, are the non-billet receiver. Which, you know, that's personal preference. That has nothing to do with the performance of the gun. I mean, it's super rugged regardless. And I don't like that the rail kit has that slightly different coat than the receiver. Again, preference, as most airsoft guns and a lot of real steel rifles have the same thing going on. I honestly wish I could have gotten my hands on the full-length variant to see how much farther it would shoot, because that's the only thing holding this gun back. It could also benefit from a MOSFET system, as this does not have an included MOSFET. But if you throw a Spectre BTC in here, honestly, an R-hop it, this gun is literally ready to go. Like, you could bring this out to a milsim and it would shoot phenomenal. You wouldn't have to touch anything internally except, again, that hop-up and maybe your motor or BTC hop or MOSFET system. Hey, you know, one thing I did forget to mention, guys, is that this actually has a rotary style hop-up as well as a locking bolt catch. So we go ahead and charge the handle. See that locks back there, and that actually this exact hop-up that's in the VFC Avalons, which I did not know that until I popped her open. So, but yeah, it's actually a nice unit. And release that takes a little bit of force. So I'm going to click that thing on the right or left-hand side, bolt release, and you're good to shoot. Damn, this thing shoots pretty far, actually. This thing shoots like crazy.
Yeah. Treat.
Oh, you got to take it off safety.
Oh, sure.
Try that. Oh, we got ammo?
Oh, just about it looks like. Yeah.
Alright guys, so as you can see, that thing is freaking incredible. Like, this performance is just insane. Okay, this is how this thing was really meant to be fired. Come on, stick with me. And I'm dry. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I know this is way different than what I normally do. I just wanted to, like, as my channel grows, I feel like I need to be more professional with my content. I really want to keep you guys entertained. So give me a ton of feedback. All feedback is welcomed. Again, I'm just kind of trying to find my vibe with these reviews. Alright guys, catch you in the next video. Alright Mom, do you know how to take that off of safety?
No.
Alright, it's going on the left-hand side there. Here, I got it for you. Now remember, these things hurt, so don't shoot anybody, okay?
What? What?
Just pull the trigger.
Like,
hold the trigger, damn it.
Fire.
What'd you do?
People are gonna be mad. That's not good.
Oh, did you drop what'd you do?
No, it was the acorn. Something fell at me. Maybe I hurt something. Maybe I hurt an animal out there. I don't want to shoot this no more. You can play with this.
Oh, what a lost cause.